What's up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring you the weekly anime review of Fairy Teru. Okay, I know I stretched that name a little bit, but, let's fucking roll with it. So, this week, a lot of content, quite a bit of mysteries, answers, and just so much what the fuck is going on in this episode of Fairy Tail, and I have to say, this episode was freaking nice. So, the cliffhanger. First thing off, I really want to talk about, time appears to be, stopped. Natsu looks over and he sees Zeref, the Black Wizard Zeref, just walking toward him. Oh, shit. So, that cliffhanger is gonna be a bitch. Because, I know anime onlys are probably just squirming right now, because I remember when I got to this in the manga, and I'm like, I was like that, because it was a really crazy cliffhanger. And the way they ended this episode off, I didn't expect that. And this is actually a point I want to discuss before I get into the real little details of the episode. Is it just me, or does this arc feel very fast? Now, I'm not saying it's rushed. Hear me out. I'm not saying it's rushed. I'm just saying this arc feels very fast. To me, as a manga reader, it feels very fast. I thought it would take a lot longer to get to this point in this arc. I really did. Maybe it's because I've read the manga Fairy Tail for so long that I'm just used to that pacing, one chapter a week. But when it comes to the anime, the pacing is so damn quick. It just amazes me how we're already at this part in this arc with, Satan's soul being revealed to have demon particles inside of it, along with, Zeref popping up, to the gravity underneath the cube, and then, the Fairy Tail guild building explosion, and then Kana using, cards and putting Fairy Tail members in them and then releasing them. I mean, all these different events, I felt like it would take a lot longer to get here. I really did. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, the overall flow of information we've been getting in these past couple episodes, along with all this setup to this action, everything, has been rather explosive, and probably the best scenes and episodes we've had of Fairy Tail 2014. I know it's no longer 2014, so the point still stands, though. I mean, when this series first started, Series 2 of Fairy Tail, I think this is the best stuff we have seen so far, because when it comes to terms of the animation quality, to the voice acting, to the music, to the pacing, to what we are getting in each individual episode, there's so much to just desire, and you get so much content in each individual episode. Some episodes, yes, do have a long-ass recap, and I can't deny that, but majority of these episodes have been very good, and I have to say, I gotta hand it to the animators of this series right now, because the way the pacing has been, it's just going so fucking beautiful. It really is. So, let's get into some points of this episode, now that I've kind of told my thoughts about the pacing and stuff. So, Satan's soul, Mira's ability, it's revealed that it was actually demon, and this instantly is going to have a lot of people theory crafting, because we do know that type of magic, it takes in other beasts and stuff, and then you can use the characteristics of them, so that would mean that Mira has taken over some form of demon in the past to be able to use Satan's soul and use demon particles. And, I mean, you can kind of guess that this has been hinted at. It, didn't come out of nowhere, because, I mean, Satan's soul has always been shown to be some form of demonic form, and so this popping up now, it does make sense, because there was really no time in the past for Mira to ever say she had demon particles running through her. I mean, she really didn't. I mean, why would she say that? So, it makes a lot of sense with it popping up. It's weird, but it makes a lot of sense, because she's had that type of ability since the damn beginning of the series. So, let's roll with that and just go on with it. One thing I do want to mention about that scene, though, that little fucking doctor, that demon doctor, that little girl that was, rubbing on the test tube, that freaking laugh made me just want to, fucking laugh, dude. If I heard that one more time, man, I heard it 3 times. If I heard it 4 times, I was gonna lose my fucking marbles. I was really gonna lose my marbles if I heard that laugh again. But anyways, back on point. Episode. The beginning part, we get to see how Kana saves the entire guild of Fairy Tail through her cards. She uses a magic ability to where she can place different people into cards, and then she puts them into a deck, and when she used Happy and, all of them just to fly up, get to the cube had gravity, sucked them in, and then, the cards came out, and all Fairy Tail members came out and started fighting. And the sad thing is all the wounded too, like Laxus and all them, they're there laying on the floor, fucking dying. So, I mean, this is a bad situation, but a good situation, because now they're at enemy headquarters and they're fighting the enemies right now of Tartarus, and you gotta wonder what's going to happen next, because judging by the preview of next week's episode, there's going to be quite a bit of setups for fighting going on. Like, you get to see, I'm not going to spoil if you didn't watch the preview, I'm not going to go into details, but it's a lot of setup for next week's episode, especially from what we saw in the preview. And then a couple other things we got to see is Erza is once again starting to go after her opponent, the person that tortured her in this arc, and shoot, Erza's supposed to be nude, as I've said multiple times. I mean, Chibi pointed out last week saying, Chibi, you just want to fucking see Erza nude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, okay, let's just, skip past that one. I will have no comment to that. Anyways, Erza is up against the person that tortured her, and we get to see that fight rage on, and that's going to probably be a good fight when it gets animated. I'm looking forward to seeing how the fight is done when it's animated. I'm looking quite forward to the next couple episodes, especially with that cliffhanger we got with Zeref and Natsu. That, ooh. So, I mean, episode overall, it was a really good episode. I really like the content we got in it. You gotta wonder, though, what will happen next? Because, I mean, there's so much shit going down, so many Fairy Tail members fighting. I mean, we're already, to be honest with you, I would say we're a good halfway into this arc already, actually. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, I would say we're about halfway into this arc, and I'm looking forward to some future fights very soon. They're gonna be fucking cool. Ooh. Now, one thing I want to bring up, though, before I end this video, the animation. Now, as I've already said, I've already actually clearly stated in this episode review that the animation is good for, the average Fairy Tail episode, but I do have to admit, when it came to this episode specifically, there was a lot more still frames than normal in the past couple episodes I've seen. And I know not every episode is going to be beautifully animated when it comes to a long-running anime series, because there's going to be those derpy episodes. I mean, One Piece has them. Well, One Piece usually always has them, but you get my point. Thing is, okay, this episode, in terms of animation, wasn't the best. It had a lot of still frames, but it was still a very good episode. It had some beautiful art. At the very least, the art looked nice. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.